That's what we gonna do. Next
Try
time.
to clean song on my hard drive. But, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Mic check, mic check, one, check. Mic check, 1, 2.
What's happening?
All right. Welcome to Vibe Control Radio. Got a couple difficulties real quick. Just bear with us. I go by the name of Big Texas.
Oh, I'm DJ Loaded. And
It's your man, it's Champ on the track. How y'all doing? Nah, we just trying to get this music rolling. But how everybody been doing today?
Good, bro. Good.
That's it, just good.
It's been alright. It's too hot. It's too hot to be outside.
Don't let the heat get you down, bro.
It's too hot. I'm not moving.
yeah,
That's it.
the AC been on 24/7. I'm not anxious to see them bills. I need Donald Trump
He
to
said
go ahead
I'm
and send out
anxious.
another check. Go ahead and send that stimulus, cause
Send that stimulus. Send that stimulus.
this 90-degree heat got it piling up.
Man.
He said the other stimulus. I ain't mad at you. Hopefully it's
He said it was on the
gonna
way.
work with me now.
What they call him, Uncle Trump?
Uncle Trump.
Sending them checks out again.
Talking about we'll take it. We ain't gonna vote for you though.
Man, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but
Okay. That's how we rolling today. Okay. That's cool.
Play it off your.
So today I wanted to get in the groove of the hardships of being an independent artist.
What made you want to think about that? Just curious.
I got clients, you know what I'm saying, that be in and out of the studio. So, you know what I'm saying,
But then there is, I feel like, that layer that everybody thinks that it's just so easy to make it. You know, you come up with a hit song in the studio and then you put it out and it's just like that. It really don't work like that.
nah, it don't. There's a lot more that's, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot more to it. And I feel like you're not really gonna get to that point unless you're not, you know, really putting towards the effort, not really trying and all that and whatnot. So,
But it takes a big financial push, like regardless of, you know what I'm saying, to really,
Man.
yeah, and it's got to be one way or another, whether it's through traveling, whether you got a travel budget where you can travel and network in different places, or whether you just, you know what I mean, like you need a budget to finance your advertisement and whatnot.
Right.
facts.
But it's not just no couple bands. I mean, they say
Or just getting just new equipment at that too. You know,
Yeah.
everything evolves, so you gotta.
but it depends on how deep
Well-
involved you are.
Well,
Right. That's too.
I'm not so much as gearing it towards producers or engineers when you got say equipment, what y'all talking about?
Like.
I'm talking about artists. That's why I said it depends on how deep involved you are.
Exactly.
I mean, well, you know what I'm saying. Artists should, you know, want to help take care of their producer and all that, you know.
Yeah,
but
you
not
know, you
everybody.
ain't-
Yeah,
you
but,
ain't really got it like that. I wish it was like that. That'd be crazy.
but still,
that'd
do
be
what you can.
crazy. But I don't know. I think the budget is such a large budget that it's really, because they say, you know, like labels will take 70,000 and put it behind a song just to see if it's a hit. Not even to, you know, that's not even what they put behind a hit. You know what I mean? It could double, triple. You know what I mean? But and then they say certain songs that's, you know, like you get like 50% of your royalties taken when you know what I mean, you're using samples and whatnot. So it's
That's why you get sample clearances.
right.
it's
That's
Sample clearances
'Cause
is very important because if you don't,
They gonna get you in the long run.
yeah,
They gonna
definitely,
get you.
definitely. And I just learned that a sample clearance, I want to say it says 60,000. I'm not sure if that was the correct number, but that's a lot for a sample clearance, and I didn't really think it was that much.
yeah.
It's a lot.
But certain places, you know, have pre-cleared samples. I'm assuming, like where you got free loops and you know stuff like that. What type of because they say royalty-free loops. So
Yeah.
how true is that?
Exactly.
To a certain extent, you got to
Exactly.
use. That's when literally anything that got to do anything with contracts or whatever. When you doing music, have a lawyer, have somebody that knows something so they can look at the small print, because that's where they gonna get you.
Yeah,
True.
That's where all of that is small print.
yeah, and that's hey, small print will have you in a deal that you won't be regretful, especially when it comes to like some people will, you know, have deals with just singles, and then some people have deals with albums, and depending on, you know, what they, you know, whoever's signing you for what, you know what I mean, distribution or whatever.
Facts. Cause you can have labels that'll want to sign you for crazy stuff. Like, I ain't gonna cap. There was a label that wanted to. It was like maybe I think it was a year ago.
Put it out there, champ.
Label wanted to sign me, bro, but they didn't want to sign me for no artistry. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to sign me for producing. They wanted to sign me for producing and engineering, but it was like, I don't know. It was messed up. I wasn't going for it. I mean,
so with deals, what drives you? What drives you to keep going? Like with that deal right there, what turns you off about it?
What turned me off about the whole deal, the label deal? Quite frankly, I felt like she didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
I felt like
what was the I don't know if you can get into the particulars on the contract, but
I mean it really wasn't.
It was just trying to get you to say
it was really me trying. It was really her trying to get me to basically get to me through my artistry, but that's not what she wanted. You know what I'm saying? It was more of let me beat around the bush. Let me get to him this way. Instead of just directly asking me like, I want to sign you for producing and engineering and stuff like that. She came around the corner and was just like, I want you for this. But then when it came down to, oh, you make beats too? You can engineer, you can do all this other stuff. She was like, nah, maybe I don't want you for the artist no more, man. And I wasn't mad, but it was just like,
that's what you're bringing me on for, and just be upfront with me.
You know, be direct with me.
But everybody has that, like, this thing of like I don't know if it's like the artist or just like the person that's usually not the engineer is like very highly in need of one for one. But then they always try to use this leverage of, well, they're this great artist that can help you go to the next level. And it's just like, bro, I've been working just as hard as you. I probably put in just as much as work. You know what I mean? Unless you have a level up on me to where you can really open doors, it's usually not, worth doing it for free.
Right.
And that's one of the things, that's the assumptions that usually get made, and that's frustrating for me. That's frustrating because people assume, even when it comes to DJing, they expect to, you know what I mean, like, bro, just spin my song and we gonna go to the next level. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't work like that.
Thinking that's it right there.
It don't work like that at all. And you'll have to learn that the hard. It's like a lot of people will have to learn that the hard way, and it's sad. It's so sad, but I mean, at the end of the day, I had to learn the hard way too.
Well, everybody, I feel like everybody got to bump your head a couple times, to be honest. Because if not, you ain't gonna know what to expect when you get out here.
Well, I'm gonna say this for experience. You don't always have to bump your head. You know what I'm saying? I can be a test of this. My bros, they tell me stuff all the time, and so it's just like, bro, what you gonna do? You gonna either listen, or you gonna be hard headed. 9 times out of 10,
he gonna be hard headed.
Yeah, so I mean,
that's
how sad to say. That's how I'm gonna learn.
So bumping your head is a choice, is what you're saying,
right? But to be honest, I think if you don't bump your head, bro, you're not gonna appreciate
for real
everything in the long run. So, but then again, there's another whole thing. If somebody tells you, if they already done been in that situation, don't do it, and you still go do it. Hey.
It be like that.
You lost me.
It be like that.
You lost me.
It be like that. It's
they
15
don't.
after that. So, Texas, let me ask you something.
What's up?
You been an artist for how long?
Well, I just turned 26, June 24th. So I started when I was 15, 16. So about 10
professionally?
Years. Professionally?
Sorry.
Okay, I'll say professionally, probably like. Nah, I ain't even gonna say that, bro. When I started, bro, that's when I started, bro. 10 years. I was 15, 16 years old, bro. So, and after that, I kept going. Of course, there was a couple stumbles in the road, but
that's exactly what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
So what was those stumbles? Because you gotta look at it like this: somebody watching this live, might be going through the same thing you going through.
I mean, to be honest, bro, I just thought when I, like just everybody else, when I first got in the game or when I first started doing music, I thought I was gonna do one song, one hit wonder. Like not one hit wonder, but I'm gonna make a hit.
You thought that was just gonna be
it was gonna be it, bro. I had them bars. Couldn't nobody tell me that.
I had them bars.
You hear me? So that right there, and then on top of that, at first I thought you had to, do it like on some solo type thing, but that's not the case. Like I've learned later on down the road, if you don't have a team, or some, or people that's with you to support you, what you got going on, you're not gonna go nowhere. You can't do everything by yourself, and that's what I had to realize. Now, don't get me wrong, I done had a lot of opportunities in front of some big name, big people, faces, and all that, but I don't know. I guess it was just God telling me you not. Hold on. I got something better for you. Yeah. So I'm sitting here patiently waiting. He working on my patience. So and I got a daughter too. So that's another thing. So, but I mean that's it, to be honest. But now we got a team. So we gonna make it happen.
That's why we couldn't connect the whole time, because he was connected.
I didn't know you couldn't connect.
I didn't know I couldn't connect. That's funny, bro. But look here. Oh, that's a new
I didn't know you
were
was struggling.
No, I was struggling like mama. So loaded. Let me ask you a question, big dog.
What's going on?
So you, I feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're on like a different path than all of us. I feel like you got like a how do I put it? We all do like different stuff, but I feel like you at the peak of it, dog. Like you do a lot. You really do a lot.
Not even, and to be completely honest, behind the scenes, but also you right there in the clubs.
Yeah,
you controlling everything.
A lot.
It is important. Like it's it's two sides of every coin, for real. So it's just like there's different ways to skin a cat, so there's no one way to do, what I'm saying, almost anything. But I mean, it's like you can approach the songs as far as the songs that you can make them club songs, and when I can tell, what I'm saying, a lot of times when there's good club songs, it's just like, to me, it's just, I won't even say I've always had an ear for it, but it's just I've always, what I mean, like can like feel a good, what I'm saying, feeling song. So the way I DJ is just by what I think is gonna be a good song. I don't necessarily have any textbook way I DJ every weekend. I just go in there and feel it out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So but it just depends on who the artist is, because there's local artists that will make the crowd get hyped just like any other celebrity artist. You know what I'm saying? So there's no one way to do it necessarily. So you don't have to come. You can be a Drake, you can be a a Rich the Factor, or you can be a lot of different people that can turn the crowd up. They don't have to be, what I mean, this full-fledged, full mainstream artist. But I mean, doing the artist half and the trying to do production half, and then the DJing is like one big whirlwind of just like other artists that you listen to and you think are dope, and then trying to produce your own self.
So let me ask you, Loaded, how many times have you went into a club unprepared, either self or not on your behalf?
And when you say unprepared, that means like something happened that I wasn't prepared for, or I didn't come with my full game.
Something happened that you weren't prepared for. What's the
man.
craziest one?
Yo, so like, well, I don't know. I mean, I have to think, because it's really, embarrassing.
He got some crazy ones. I know him.
When you, oh man, I've had the music cut out. My homie stepped on like the cord, like the power strip, and like in the middle of a party, and like this was at Northwest, you know what I mean, like college. And then I've had like to where it'll. Yeah, bro, and it's
he cut the cord. Somebody in the crowd cut the cord, bro. We were
in New York.
No. We were in St. Louis. From my other label, Music Life Group. We were in St. Louis through a Halloween party. We connected with some people out there in St. Louis, and they ended up and rented out a whole apartment complex. So the whole apartment complex, like the building, we got everybody. Like in every room, all the steps on the basement where everything, that's where the music was, and somebody in the crowd, bro. We had security there, clocked everybody there. There was like at least 1,000 people. At least 1,000 people. Somebody,
See, it wasn't like that for me. It
somebody
wasn't that many
clipped the
people.
cord. I said, "What, bro? What you mean?"
I know y'all pulled it up like, what in the world?
Man, dude, we try to go to the store and try to get a new one. No, sir.
Why not?
No, sir.
Why not? What
The
happened?
Guitar Center was closed.
Y'all could have went to.
I mean, we could have went to Walmart, but it was kind of out there in the country because we ain't want no police pulling up or whatever.
Yeah. I feel you. But yeah, bro, I didn't had to where like the music is skipping, you know what I'm saying, and like I didn't had to where like the music just keeps cutting out randomly. But I figure out like when I go through these issues, I figure out what the issue is and try to make sure it never happens again. So these issues would be like things like that, but I figure out whether it's the internet, and then I figure out things like with my computer, whether it's the RAM, whether it's a lot of people like I've learned a lot through like computers and different programs and different stuff that I wouldn't have learned had I not gone through the struggles of needing to get around it, because it's like I can't afford a Mac at that point, and then I'm like, okay, well, how do I shortchange it to where I don't run into this issue? Because a Mac probably won't run into this issue, but I don't have the money for that. So how can I? So then I figure out you can upgrade your RAM to make your computer move faster, and your RAM is pretty much your memory while your computer's on, so you can go back on pages and different stuff like that. So if your RAM is not, because I'm playing live music, my computer can't think fast enough because its RAM isn't fast enough. It's trying to do too much. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I upgrade that to a different RAM and knock that problem out. And it's just different problems that you got to run into. But your unique problems will make you into who you really are, into what I mean, to being a dope person. That's just like a lot of DJs don't know that. Like one of the DJs, you know what I'm saying, at this one time I ran into, his stuff was skipping. Actually, a couple of them, and I try to let them know, like, yo, this is what your issue is. Just go ahead.
Hey, I went to it was a showcase, bro. There was one of the artists that was on the thing in St. Louis. He was about to fight the DJ. It was his song started skipping. It was $1,000 on this. His song started skipping. He was like, "Look, your song messed up. You gonna have to leave." He said, "Man," he got on the mic. He said, "Boy,"
man, he had some words for him.
But hey, on the mic and everything, he said, "Boy, you better get up out of here right now, today."
He told the DJ that?
Yeah. No. The DJ told him that. I said, boy.
Okay.
Well,
that's wild, bro. Like,
but
you got money on, and that's the thing is like, when you got money on the line, bro, like you cannot, like, and that's the thing, you can't afford to mess up. But and especially when these are problems that are normal, like not normal, but problems that if you're continuously maintaining your equipment, you'll run into them and you'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time to have things skipping them. But I've heard stories like that with Tory Lanez, and big artists have had that happen. And I'm like, ain't no way, not for a big artist and not for a small artist, because I'd be embarrassed, bro. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, bro, because everybody turns, as soon as the music cuts off, as soon as everything stops or skip, they looking at you like, what? And you sitting there like, my bad, hold on, give me a second. And it's nothing you can really fix.
Nah,
not at all.
Times like that, like in an artist standpoint, times like that, that's your time to interact with the crowd.
Yeah, you're right.
You gotta.
Right.
That's the time that you gotta really.
If you got a good, dope artist, they will do that. For sure.
That happened. That's happened to me numerous of times. Numerous
happens
times.
to the best of us.
We needed seconds.
For real.
Give me a few seconds. The song's not loading or something.
Yeah. Y'all gotta go to.
What you mean? That thing to do when you mess up?
Yeah. Cause I remember we was watching what's her name yesterday, bro. He was like, bro, I was nervous. I wasn't about to let nobody tell. I was nervous. Talking about DC Young Fly.
Oh yeah,
we was watching his audition tape for Wild It Out.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I went to New York for Def Jam, bro,
you did some auditioning for comedy.
Nah.
On my Def Jam Records.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on my birthday,
like Comedy Jam.
Nah. Hey, if I wasn't an artist, I promise you, I'd be either be a cook or a comedian.
Out, bro.
He ain't that funny, bro.
I'm trying to make my own movie.
He not that funny.
Who ain't?
I'm with you though. But proceed on what we were saying before.
Anywho. So, oh boy, he didn't throw me off. He done threw me off. Well, the chat threw me off.
What was we talking about? Oh, his go to for when we mess up.
When I was in New York, it cut out on me. Like my DJ at the time, I ain't gonna say it was all his fault. I ain't gonna say that because I left my debit card too. But he can take some credit. He did.
Okay.
But my flash drive was in there that had my whole set on there, and this was like I had just won the showcase on my birthday, and they were flying me out. or no, they were driving me out to New
Nah,
York.
you said it right. They was flying you up.
Nah. We kept it G.
Just get flew out, big dog.
Hey. So we ended up and went out there, bro. Cut out halfway through the first verse. Bro, I still had 2 songs. 2 songs left. I couldn't do nothing. I was like, I don't know
What cut out though? Like the DJ stuff or your?
Nah, the music.
the whole song. It like just
That was what was on the song.
yeah. Cause when bro, I hit a Champ. I was like, bro, I need you to do me
Me
something.
biggest favorite.
Man, I know you might be
Right
busy
now.
right now, but look here.
Tap
I
in.
told him to send me that. He ended up and he sent what he thought it was. It wasn't it. Cut out halfway.
That's what you sent him.
Nah, but it wasn't bro fault. It wasn't bro fault.
Yeah,
It
but I
wasn't
could
bro fault.
imagine.
No. What happened? Like this. What happened? I'm gonna say exactly what happened.
Put us on. Talk to us, Chief.
Logic.
I'm in the club calling him. I'm
Logic.
shook.
When it,
Because I'm not gonna cap with you. I have clients, and I think it's because I moved too fast. I think that's a result of it. I think I moved too fast, and I think I'll be paying attention. The automation be down, like
the
and,
automation cut the song.
you know, it's,
That's terrible. I understand that though, but still, it's like for sure. But that's wild, bro. That's some hard times, bro. Like, and that, like, you go through every person if whatever dream you're chasing, you're gonna go through a struggle. Like,
Yeah,
you're gonna go
definitely,
through some type of struggle,
I'm telling
regardless.
you. I just charged it to the game. I was like, you know what, guys said, look here, son.
Man, so what
Wait
did you
on.
do? You got to MC that. I got to
Bro,
acapella this. one.
I did for a second when the first verse cut out. I kept going, and then when the hook came back in, that was it. That was like I couldn't do nothing else.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I don't know what happened to the music. That was like, oh, well, you should have just stopped right there, bro. You would have won. I said, nah, bro, that ain't what I got.
you should have stopped right there. You would have won.
I'd have had it if I would have did my whole thing. Cause they had some people in there that was cool, but I was like, bro, they not messing with me out here, dog.
man,
Not
but,
Texas. You feel me?
Hey, bro, I'm
Hey,
telling
boy.
you, I came with a whole different. Hey, butter.
I'm out here.
But nah, when we come back after this break, y'all, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. We're gonna do some transparency if y'all don't mind, since we talking about struggles and whatnot.
Oh, it's deep. Ooh.
So yeah,
Let's talk.
let's do it.
Yes, sir.
So,
Brand new whip just hopped in.
oh, I'm just playing. But nah, so I'm about to hop on Instagram Live.
That's what I got on mine.
I'm on Facebook Live. Y'all know y'all can go to Big Texas. What's your
Big Texas.
You go to
Let's camp on the
Facebook,
track.
Facebook, Dominique
Yeah,
Bunch,
let's camp on the
Instagram,
track.
BKMG_Big Texas.
So, I just wanted to get a little bit, I guess, deeper into the struggles and whatnot of.
Break it down, cause we want to hear from out your mouth, cause you the producer, engineer,
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Singer,
you know,
songwriter, artist.
right? Grammy,
Nominated award
You
winner.
know,
Not yet. Not yet.
we speaking into existence.
Not yet. I'm over here trying to type and talk at the same time. It ain't working. But I thought he was talking to me. But no, I guess what I could say, like, I mean, I've been doing this for quite some time. What I will say is a lot of this requires sacrifice, and a lot of sacrifice you ain't never thought you was gonna have to put up. It's almost like, I hate to say it like this, but it's almost I really hate to put it like this, but it's almost selling your soul. It's
Yeah.
I hate to put it like that, but
I mean, I can
In a-
understand.
in a-
I can understand that because you really
Flag
devote
on
your
the
life. You really devote your life to it. You know what I'm saying? In a
Exactly,
sacrificial way.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to music, I would stop doing a lot of things just to do music. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
would,
I get that, but at the end of the day,
not like a devil's. You know? That,
Yeah,
that's-
not- no,
I'm about
like
to
that.
say, well, I'm about to say, I ain't with no Illuminati, all right?
Exactly.
no.
At the end of the day,
Ain't
brethren.
nobody gonna come knocking on my door.
no, nothing
Yeah.
like that. I'm just saying, like I know from my standpoint. I mean, y'all already know from, you know what I'm saying.
But I mean, Illuminati still just means illuminated or enlightened ones, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And so it really is. There's you know the most the people with the real power are probably not big and scary. They really just put this fear out there to make you really think that, you know what I mean? Because the real big and scary people ain't a lot of times ain't it's in the mind, in my opinion. But you know.
I don't know, big dog. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
'Cause, you
it's
know,
two
'cause
sides
you-
to every coin.
I'm about to say, because you know for a fact, boy, it's shiesty out here in this music industry anyway.
Yeah, it's
just
very
on the
yeah. You
simplest
can
deal.
definitely, but when you even when
So-
you still think about selling your soul, it's still more of the spiritual aspect of people doing it and doing these rituals or whatever they decide to do to try and gain money, fame, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But to them, I mean, obviously, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got their own truth, but it just depends on what you choose to subscribe to, as far as your religion, as far as, you know what I mean, and as far as what you believe in. So, because these, it is crazy out here. People will make you for a money amount. People will try to make you do and whatever and try to control you.
Right.
I mean, facts. I mean, and I ain't gonna cap with you. That's the whole gist of having your own out here, so people don't control you.
But you
You know
know
what I'm
that you
saying?
can really get lost. You know what I'm saying? It depends
True.
on who you are and who you got on your team,
Facts.
because people will get money taken from them and all types of things, man.
Honestly, I just think to be honest, with the group that we have, the one of the questions that I asked, I asked somebody, what is your side hustle? Because you can have just want to be an artist or whatever.
That's
but
important.
what is your side hustle? What do you like to do other than music?
'Cause
And
that's
if it's
the-
just music, there's certain brackets of
It's levels to these things.
Exactly, exactly.
But and that's the thing that people don't understand, that it was never really about how much you learned in the classroom. Is how hard you went on the outside of the classroom, or how, you know what I'm saying, or how hard you went at practice. It was what you did after practice that really made you who you are. When you start to practice those things and really grind and work on those things outside of what you have to do, then that's really, you know what I mean, the grind. So when it comes to having a side hustle and a job, or having 2 or 3 or 4 side hustles, that's what it's really gonna take in order for you to really, you know what I mean. It's taking me 2, 3, 4, side hustles. That's all have to have some type of balance of income, because every single one of those isn't going to be fruitful 24/7.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's seasons for certain things. There's, you know what I mean, events for certain things. There's just there's times for certain things, but you can't do everything all the time. So
Right.
that's just what it is. And so you got to have your little side hustle, or some 2 or 3 things that you got what they say you're supposed to have
I just
6,
think-
7 revenues of income, or streams of income
seven,
to be, successful.
I think honestly with if you making sure everybody eat, there ain't nobody gotta ask you for a handout. Ain't nobody gotta ask you for nothing. We all grinding together. There shouldn't be no reason why people should get greedy. But I just feel like people get lost in so much money. They get lost into all that,
Nah,
and that's what it is.
I'm gonna be real with you. It ain't even the money, bro.
Keep it real, champ.
I'm
I think it is. 'Cause a lot of that,
only reason I say that, bro, because I hate to say it, but I'm doing my best to keep it real, be transparent. But I've dealt with and I've had to deal with people that I felt like that was team champ that like really flip sides on me, and not because of the fact I did something wrong to them or because. Or just because it's just me, but people really are greedy. It's a greed, bro,
Yeah.
and people are selfish, and we in Kansas City first
When
and
people
foremost.
don't get their way, they feel disrespected.
Yeah, this ain't Burger King. You can't always have it your way. You know what I'm saying? But and I hate to say it, but it's something going on in Kansas City, and it's been like this for years. Everybody, they can support who they want to. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you support clout and you don't support talent,
Yeah.
something wrong. There is something wrong. I know plenty of cats that are dope, that are not getting the recognition they deserve. They're not getting seen. But then again, too, that's 50-50. Because if you're not putting towards the effort to push yourself, ain't nobody gonna take you serious. You can't. That's one thing I know about Kansas City. On behalf of Kansas City, they like consistency.
You can either grind it out and do the work yourself, or you can pay somebody to do the work. So, one or two ways.
Facts.
You better figure it out, because it's only gonna happen in those one or two ways. So if you don't do it, you're gonna have to pay somebody for it. Now, unless you know somebody, but you don't know somebody for everything,
No.
and everybody's not gonna do everything for you for free. So you're gonna have
but
to pay
you know
somebody.
what? That's when you network, and when you network, you're gonna find somebody to know somebody that got everything that you need.
Yeah, for sure, and you can definitely build those relationships, but it does take sometimes. So bring something to the table, have some dope artistry. You know what I mean? Don't just be, doing any and everything and just popping up and just being like, well, I just started this mixtape, but I would really like you to put 50,000 behind me. And well, first off, show me some dedication, show me some type of. Unless you got a banger, and I know you can come with more. You know what I mean? But
That's crazy. I have a client. Well, she's not really a client of mine, but she came with some clients of mine, and she hit me up. Girl, cold. She cold, but she hit me up and she asked me. She said, "Do you know of anyone that can manage me or anything like that?" I don't know who it was, but somebody. I think it was Los.
yeah,
Los had said, because he had the same situation happen to him. But he asked the person, he said, "What do you need a manager for?" Because people will come to you and ask you, "I need this, I need that. Can you do this? Can you do this for me?" And not know a lick of what they need. So it's like,
but a lot of people too is like you have, people. It's because a manager can do two different things. If you have a product that's really gonna sell itself, as a manager can come in and help you sell that product, or you can really, you know what I mean, like already be selling that product and somebody can come in and help you manage it. You know what I mean? So it's like it's one or two things, but you really gotta have something to bring to the table, something worth selling, something. But if this artist I'm thinking about, she does have something worth selling. It just depends on, you know what I'm saying.
So with that being said, what's 3 things y'all would say to an independent artist? What's 3 important things that you would say as far as like
Get your budget together.
being in the game? 3 things.
For whatever you're gonna do, have a budget.
Have a budget.
And then also, well, networking is a pretty major thing. Network for sure.
Get comfortable.
And what else could I tell them to do? I don't know. I would networking and budgeting, and then a marketing plan. That would be a dope, a dope marketing plan. Just have a strategy. So that's my 3 things. If I had to choose 3 just off the top of my head, but
What are your 3 things, Texas? Since you're on music duty today. Shot.
What was the question again, sir?
Nah. See, that's what you get. You should have been paying attention.
3 things that you would tell an artist, an independent artist.
Honestly, I think honestly you was right though. Your budget.
Do 3
Be
new ones.
patient. Be patient.
That's a good one. That's one.
And to be honest, have faith. Like because if you ain't for real, like at the end of the day, if you ain't got faith in yourself and what you doing and what your people around you's doing,
you can lose out on some things and not having faith.
You got one more. That was 2.
I said budget.
You can't say budget.
But that's exactly what I would tell somebody.
That's
Get
exactly
your
what I would
budget.
tell.
Pick another word.
Boy. Be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. If you know for a fact this is
That's
not
a
a
good
good
one.
song,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
don't.
That's a
you
good
know,
one.
hey,
Does that coincide with having faith though?
I
Having
mean,
faith
I got faith that a couple of my songs ain't all that. You know, that's okay though.
They being real with itself,
That's
you know.
okay.
We all got those, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So
But yeah, you definitely got to be real with
Hold
yourself,
on,
especially when it comes to the
What's my
grind.
3?
yeah, what's
So
your three?
one of them is consistency. Definitely is consistency. I would think another one would be, it might fall under networking. I'm not sure, but I would say getting good with a producer, getting real tight with a producer, somebody that you know real, around the game, stuff like that. Somebody actually gonna help you and not gonna take from you. And
I think
There's a lot of them out
getting
there.
in with a producer, I think the approach is the biggest thing.
it is
Because
it
if you're
It-
already purchasing from them and then like they really like your
Mhm.
music, they might just begin to, so
Mhm.
it doesn't have to be leading into it. Look, I just need it. Look, you my dog.
Right.
Right. Let's go ahead and
So
collab.
Let's make these niggas.
I would say consistency, getting in good with a producer. But then again, 3. What's up, Crystal? 3. I would say. It was on the tip of my tongue. Promotion. Promote yourself at all costs. Because ain't nobody gonna promote you, but as hard as you.
I mean, that's kind of like budget, so you gotta have something else.
That is not budget.
It falls under.
It falls under budget.
No,
But
it
it's
doesn't.
all-
Because
it
I can
does.
promote myself without money. Facts.
Properly though.
But you gonna have to pay the phone bill.
Right.
You-
Still. What? Y'all capping.
I
Y'all
feel
reaching.
you. I feel you.
Y'all reaching. But for real, promotion is a big thing. Because if you're not promoting yourself, then what's the
What
deal?
you doing it for?
Exactly. What's the deal? I mean, cats get on me all the time for not promoting my EP, but it's okay.
But that too
Like
is like
myself.
when you really do talk about the serious promotion, you really do talk about a budget because the budget doesn't have to be that big for you to get on Spotify, SoundCloud,
Exactly.
things like that. You definitely
don't.
still want to hit them with something that's, you know what I'm saying, that's worth the listen. You don't want to just.
I would feel the budget is more so on the fact
What'd you-
of.
Because I was about to tap into something, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Go ahead, speak.
Yeah.
Speak. Go ahead.
Nah,
Go ahead,
because okay, there's a thing. There's a such thing called a little budget and a big budget. Now your little
I
budget.
got a little big budget.
Now your little budget consists of your short term goal,
Mm.
but that big budget is your long term, what you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that comes along with the budgeting of what you want to do as an independent artist. Because if I ain't gonna cap, I wasn't thinking about that when I tapped into all this music. I wasn't. I was just thinking about the love of the music.
Yeah.
You know
But
what
it's
I'm saying?
necessary though at a point, you know what I'm saying? It depends
Right.
on. I
But
think
you gotta
most
get
people-
there.
Man, I think anybody who hasn't really a love for the music, you may not want to do all of the glam and glory, but it's something that it's 9 times out of 10 something that you probably would want to do for a good majority of your income or whatever. You know what I mean? Especially if it's a love there.
I ain't gonna cap. The whole love of the music though, you don't want to be blindsided by that. Because I feel like I can only speak for myself. I hated the business portion of music. Like when I first got into it, I tried to avoid it. Seriously,
I feel like I was
He
on the
said-
opposite. I wasn't aware of.
Lotus said if you
I
don't
first started.
know how to do it, pay somebody else to do it. Right,
Mhm.
bro. I didn't have to pay dude because me and dude was on the same, we was on the same page and he was willing to help. But it was just like when the business aspect came, I was like, bro, whoop, here you go, you can have it. I don't want it. But then later down the line, bro, you gotta sink in. You just be like, okay,
I love it.
Exactly.
love it. I
Now,
love
see,
it.
now it's
I
like,
love it.
okay, let's do this. I'm ready.
Yeah,
'Cause I
Put
know
me
for a
in.
fact that's
I love
that's
the
where
business aspect.
that's
to
the
it.
that's
adrenaline
where it
rush.
is. That's
Yeah.
where it is.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
especially when you get to talking numbers, it's like you really want to be involved in where's everything going and how's everything getting broken down because I want to make sure I get my correct amount. But two is like, what
wanna
can I
make
really
sure-
spend my money on? You know what I'm saying?
But you want to make sure everything goes properly. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Move the right way like
Yeah.
you want it to.
But I don't know, it's something that makes you, I don't know if it's a man thing that just, you know what I'm saying, to get your adrenaline going, like, yeah, I'm out here handling business. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing.
I
You know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
it has a lot to do with our pride. To be honest, like we're being, how I put it, like, we just happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we're very, not in a negative prideful way, but in a good for prideful way. Like we're prideful of the fact that things are coming together. You know, things are actually happening. Like I'm actually taking pride in, you know, so and so. That's what I'm talking about. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you this morning, bro, I was just happy for no reason.
Today is a good day.
Right.
So,
Just
but see, it's 5:46. We got 5 on the clock, right? 4. Mr.
We
Mr. Walker, we got 5, right?
we probably got 5 on the clock, 6 on the clock.
Oh, okay, we good. So,
But
so
and then too is you also get another step of just like when you do multiple things too. So like, cause you can like I like there's different budgets that I would probably need to come up with, and like as far as marketing as a DJ and then marketing like artistry and then things like that. I mean, it's like all fall under the same thing. But as far as like me wanting to get into the clubs, like I would market at a different place. You know what I mean? I wouldn't market in the same places. I would probably market maybe I don't know. I'll probably market my music in the same place, but just like different ways of doing different things. What's up?
one more thing I gotta say for independent artists: learn your audience.
That was a good one.
Learn your audience.
Learn your audience, y'all.
Because if you don't, you're just gonna be out here making music
For anybody. And
Exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna try to make music for them and not for you.
But that comes along with knowing your sound too, knowing yourself.
True.
And that's the best thing about being an artist is the ability
be real with yourself.
to
That's
be
what I
yourself. Yeah.
I
So
guess
find
that's
something else. Nah, I'm just playing. But nah, that is one of the best part of being an artist and being a DJ and being like just involved in the music is that you really get to be yourself and build this not necessarily a character, but be who you truly want to be and have the courage to really be that person. Because when it comes to being like an everyday thing, like when you really like people really call me Loaded, and this was just a name that I came up with as far as like me being a DJ, and that's really stuck and became my name, and I like it. You know what I mean? It just like it's not necessarily a character, but it's people see me as something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just anybody.
But I feel that.
That's crazy.
Everybody call me Texas.
Yeah,
So, you know, my
yeah.
neighbor be calling me that too. I be like,
And
hey,
champ,
shout out to
and
my neighbor.
It just feels good cause you and then you kind of established a little bit like you got a name out here, so like people know me like that I don't probably know. You know what I mean? Like I got my name is spreading to where people know me for something. Like they didn't just hear me because of just Champ or Loaded or Texas around the way. Like you heard Texas, yeah, he be rapping. You never heard of or Loaded, the DJ. You never heard of Champ, the producer. You never heard of like it's something behind your name that's like.
Bro, that's crazy to say that because it's like, bro.
I was gonna ask you, bro, who you the engineer that you just thought was just that deal?
You said what?
Who have you engineered that you just thought was just
Dope.
That's it.
That's it.
Like one of my clients.
It don't matter. Through all your years.
That's hard.
The hardest. Yeah, that's.
That's hard.
That can be difficult, bro.
I should say top 3. I say
Because
top
over
3.
top 3.
I'm gonna make it quick.
Yeah, we about to have to wrap it
Wow.
up soon as you-
I don't know. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't supposed to say too much because we under. Yeah, they got this thing called a concealing. In LA, I didn't want to say it.
I didn't want to say it. I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't want to get in trouble. I do not want to get in trouble. But I'm not gonna say it.
Nah, you ain't gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
But-
because if they sue you, boy, they gonna sue me too.
But
You just brought it up.
Right.
to have like Yo, I can't. Well, one thing I can't wait for is to work with like a mainstream artist. But what's your closest artist that you got to be like? I can't even say that. You probably can. You under oath. You still under the same contract.
Still under oath, bro.
Ah man, let me think of a question I can ask.
But you can say though.
You
but he can say though he has been to the, to Kendrick Lamar's place.
Oh yeah. When I was out in LA, before we recorded out there, Kendrick had he had the studio locked down for like 3 months. Yeah, all that stuff when COVID was going on,
quarantine and stuff,
all that stuff. Man, everybody was in it. Y'all know who Mickey Monday is? Look him up, bro.
I did. You told me to look him up.
He was over there, bro. Like, yeah, they got like heck of people over there, bro. Ain't gonna get
out there
I'm
doing
gonna
it
in the car.
Yeah, off air, some off air things we got to talk about.
I can't say too much,
but things are looking up for all of us. Things are looking up, so I'm excited. I'm excited for, and y'all can really learn a lot of information from the things that we've learned, especially like all of us is.
And we coming up, bro. We're coming up.
Man, we had to restart because of the COVID-19. We getting back right.
Man, what time is it? It's 5:50.
Time to cut it.
Well, we appreciate y'all listening in on the Vibe Control Radio.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all listening in.
We see y'all next Tuesday. Make sure y'all send y'all clean edits to Vibe Control, VYBEKTRL @gmail.com.
Oh, if y'all want to support black business, we got a clink. Show them y'all clinks.
Hold on.
Well, how we gonna do that?
My little thing fell out. Hold up.
I can show the camera my clink, but
yeah, show the camera and clink.
my thing fell off too. So,
oh man,
hey, but it works.
That's what it look like. It's on
it
the back.
Works. This thing right here, this the deal.
So,
that's all Gucci, but nah, yeah, y'all can find Texas on Instagram at VKMG_
Big Texas.
And you can find find Loaded at Instagram.
DJ authentic _ DJ Loaded. That's what it is.
You can find me on there. On the gram is it's Champ on the track. There's no C in the track. It's just TRAK.
Oh, he bougie.
Bougie.
We'll get with y'all next weekend. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. And y'all have a wonderful rest of the evening.
Sir.
Yeah.